All right. Hello, everyone. We are going to be reacting today to my roommate's project that he made. I helped him set up the OBS setup thing, and so I'm hoping that he gives me some credit. If not, we'll see how this goes.
How's it going, everybody? I think this might be take 105.
Yeah.
I'm going to be walking you guys through the project that I've been working on for the past few months. Essentially, it's taking the project management tools that I've been using for personal projects and building it out in a more insightful and intuitive way.
Yeah, I just got to stop him right here. So he said 105 takes, and I think maybe 23, 24. I mean, I could definitely hear him in his room doing this, but it was not 105 takes. So already he's lying to the people that are watching the video. But again, let's see how he goes.
And I'll go through each of these one by one just to showcase what I have built out here.
So it looks like here he's going with a interesting strategy where he's going to teach us what the day, a week, a month, and a year is.
So right here, I have just a breakdown. It's essentially pulling the same thing that Whoop would tell me. I have my recovery score going into today, strain leading up to this point, and my sleep data from last night, with along with like smaller metrics
85%
from
sleep.
the
Pretty
Whoop
good.
API that I just pulled in here. For my tasks, this right here will complete as I work through the day, as well as showcase a streak of how.
So I'm just looking at this here, and he has read grit on there, and I really hope he gets into this because I have no idea what that could possibly mean. Um, uh, yeah, read grit. Anybody, in the comment section if they want to kind of explain what that one is.
How many times in a row consecutively I've completed that task. It says it's completed, but I deleted what I wrote here for the purpose of this video because I don't really want anyone to see what I did today. Um,
What's he hiding?
cool. Due today portion is project focused.
He didn't do
So
anything
if
today.
I
That's what he's
have
hiding.
a project task that I'm working on or project tasks that are upcoming, it will all populate here. I can easily check these off as I work through them, but still grinding through this video, trying to get it done. So I have to, so I can't check this off yet.
He can't check this off yet, but luckily, if you look at his due soon right here, 3 days, he's got nothing for the next 3 days. Absolutely nothing. So he's got time to get this done, and looks like he did it.
If I scroll down here, I have a morning brief. I have this set up to run at 8 a.m. So it's essentially waiting until my sleep data is pulled in from Whoop. So when I wake up, my sleep data is.
So right here, I think he's pretending he wakes up at 8 a.m., and that's just not true. Um, Pretty frequently, it's closer to 8:39, sometimes 10 when he kind of groggily walks out of his room. So I'm not so sure if I said that 8 a.m., Joey. I might move that back to like 10.
Processed on the Whoop side. Once the tool sees that I have my sleep data, it will trigger creating a morning brief. The same sort of premise as the Today page, giving me just a breakdown of how I can action my data, but it's a little bit more comprehensive because it's spanning across all 7 days of last week and understanding how I can use that data going into this next week. This is just an overview. You can see I have it also create my training split. I'll get into that on the workout side, but all this is also
Hold on. Let's go back here.
but it's a little bit more comprehensive because it's spanning across all 7 days of last week and understanding how I can use that data going into this next week. This is just
This week, lock bedtime to 10:30 p.m. and wake to 7 a.m. for all 7 days. Now, I appreciate what he's trying to do here. I assume AI created that for him. I don't think I've ever seen him up before 7 a.m., and I've lived with him for about 8 years. Um, so I think maybe we need to work on the AI's understanding of Joey specifically, and maybe tweak that a little bit. So maybe like lock bedtime to, I don't know, 1:30 a.m. and then get up at 10:30 a.m. I feel like that's just a little bit more realistic for him to accomplish.
an overview. You can see I have it also create my training split. I'll get into that on the workout side, but all this is also summarized and emailed to me in a nice manner.
Let's see how we're
On
doing on
the
the month.
month side of things, again, we're just increasing the complexity based on how much data I have. I have month stats, some highlights based on some peak Whoop data. I have a heat map here for days, which is essentially just my habits tracked, recovery, strain, sleep. On the year overview, I have essentially a copy paste of the month side of things, but for a larger scope amount of data for year. I have highlights, same consistency map, which I think just looks cool. And as I mentioned, I've I've utilized personal management tools like this for a couple of years now, and I was able to backfill all of my data and create a very comprehensive data set.
He had some rough days in there, though. What happened? Like July, what is that? July 6th? 1, 2, 3, maybe July 6th here. That was not a good day for him. Is that Christmas? Oh, poor guy had a bad Christmas. That is tough. Yeah, I think that's Christmas. 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. That's tough. And then I'm going to assume this is January 1st here and that he wasn't dead there.
Of all the data I have from the end of 2024 and all of 2025 leading up till now. I just got my Whoop in January, so I don't have my Whoop data spanning back that far, but I at least have all the context behind tasks I've completed and my journal entries for the AI to understand. I have yearly goals, so I can create essentially whatever I want here. Let's say I want to read 12 books. I set the bar really low for me this year, but if I set the goal as read 12 books, the AI will understand what my goal is and allocate it across however many months are left. So if it was January and I had read 12 books,
what is a deep work session? Who determines that? What does that mean?
it would allocate a book a month for me to complete. If I was to fail on completing that goal, it would allow me to roll over that goal into the next month. If I choose not to, it will reallocate across the rest of the available months to keep me on track to complete that goal. As you can see, I sort of petered off. I finished this project a few months ago, or a few weeks ago rather, and I just have not been. I just haven't gotten around to creating this video to show it off yet. For tasks that are upcoming, I have this up next, and I have these sections broken down to show off all the tasks that I completed.
I just want to pause right here because I don't think I said this yet. He's wearing a kind of button-up polo, and he is butt naked underneath that. He's not wearing anything else. Like, as you noticed when I walked by earlier, I did not glance in because it's just his ass cheeks. So I forgot to mention that, but that's kind of important.
I've essentially backfilled my Whoop data into the AI planner so it can understand where my health data is trending, specifically my sleep scores and my recovery. So if I'm on a downtrend, it will know to maybe not put multiple tasks on one day. It'll space it out. Or if it's a larger task, it will understand to break those up into smaller tasks and span it across a larger time period. So going into today, it set so tomorrow I have to work out. It set the workout for me and gave a little bit of insights behind why.
This is hilarious.
If I were to,
we always joke that all he does is chest day, and as you can see, it's been 13 days since he's done a back day, and 6 days since he's done a chest day. So I'm going to assume he did multiple chest days before he did a back day.
Push a little bit harder at the gym. It'll prescribe me some higher weights. If I've been doing the same exercises, it'll understand that plateau in exercise and prescribe me to do different exercises. It will also give me a pre-coach breakdown, which is essentially just allocating a reasoning behind why I should be doing those specific weights. Once a workout is completed, it will populate on this page automatically and
Oh,
check
that's my
off
fault.
all
Never
the
mind. He did a back day here, the 13th. Didn't work out. Oh, he's done two leg. This is not right. This is not right. There's no way he did pull legs, push legs. He does legs once every 2 months. Pull legs, push legs with a hike in between. That's 3 leg days. No, something's fishy here, or he just timed this. He was waiting to make this video until it looked like this, because this is not normal.
tasks that are associated with that on the today page. If I were to just showcase an example here, on the calendar side, this is essentially just an easy way for me to visualize what tasks I have coming up. As I mentioned, this project's been slowed down to a crawl because I finished it, but the thing that I have to do now is just create the video. But if I go back, you can see like I've been utilizing this for staying on track with a lot of my projects. Some more plots for heart rate zones for each of my workouts that I can easily toggle through and compare, as well as some correlations that I'm trying to work through on my end to find the most use between my Whoop data. The library is the last section I have on here. This is essentially just taking all the
Talk
books.
about full circle. Read grit. I get it now. I get it now. I don't know where this book is in this house, this apartment that we live in, but I now understand what he's talking about.
And it follows the same workflow, but just keeping myself organized with completing books because I am a subscriber to just reading a few pages and then dropping it and not knowing where I left off. So it's a way of keeping myself organized.
He's a subscriber to reading a few pages and never picking up the book again. It doesn't matter where he left off. He's done with the book. I'd say he's a subscriber of never picking up the book in the first place, but I'm a hater, so
But yeah, appreciate everyone who tuned in. I will have a public repo of this project if people are interested that has a Whoop version and a non Whoop version. If people are interested, I can. I'll eventually upload that. But if you want, early access, I can send that over if you just message me. But appreciate everyone's time
message
if
you
you've made
where?
it this far, and yeah, thank you.
Wow. Better than I was expecting. Um, yeah, I mean, I think he did a lot there. I think he's really keeping on track of his reading log. Uh, he's sleeping every day. He's drinking every day, so that's great. Um, I don't know. I'm excited to see what he does next. He told me that he has another video going on. I didn't tell him I was doing this, but I told him I was doing something. Um, so yeah, I guess I'll see you guys after he makes the next one for another reaction video. Hope you enjoyed. Who knows how long this will be? That felt like it took about 4 hours. No, that's not a shot at him. Um, just yeah. Guess we'll see you in the next one.